everybody, this is Rocky. I am here with my friends from favediets.com, and today we're making a warm Brussels sprout salad. And I know Brussels sprouts are kind of one of those vegetables that people either love or hate, and I myself did not like the Brussels sprout at all when I was a kid and even in my younger years. But when I started to try to eat healthier, I kind of revisited all those vegetables that I didn't think I liked, and I realized that it really is in how you cook them and what you use to cook them with. So today what I'm cooking them with is some turkey bacon, some Dijon mustard, some toasted walnuts, and it is going to be delicious. So let's get started. So I'm just prepping my Brussels sprouts. What I'm doing is, first off, I'm just taking off a little tough end and setting that aside, and then chopping my Brussels sprouts in half and then in half again. I'm just kind of doing a rough chop just into bite-sized pieces. Now if you want to hurry up the process, what you could do is just remove the ends and then toss these guys into a food processor. So I'm going to go ahead and keep prepping these guys, and I'll be back in a few seconds. Slicing up some turkey bacon. I have a skillet that I chopped down with some olive oil spray. I'm just going to toss in my turkey bacon. Turkey bacon's already cooked, but I'm just going to let it warm up a bit. Get it nice and toasty. I think my bacon is nice and browned up. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this onto a plate. Dicing up a sweet onion. In the same pan that I just warmed up the bacon in, I'm going to go ahead and toss in my onions. So I'm going to cook these until they are translucent and brown and tender. If I feel like I need more moisture to the pan, instead of shooting it down with more olive oil spray, what I'll do is just add a little bit of water. I just sprayed down my baking pan with some olive oil spray. I'm going to go ahead and toss in the Brussels sprouts that I just chopped up. Spread them out. I'm going to sprinkle them down with some cracked black pepper. Sprinkling down with some sea salt. And then I'm going to spray the tops of them with a little bit more olive oil spray. Give them a little bit of a shake. And I'm going to throw them in a 400-degree oven until they're kind of toasty brown. Now I'm going to toast up some walnuts. I have my skillet here set to about a medium temperature. And it's a dry skillet. I'm going to go ahead and toss in my walnuts. And I'm just going to let them cook for a few minutes, really keeping an eye on them. Basically, when I start to smell them, that's when they're done. There's a really fine line between toasted walnuts or a toasted nut and a burnt nut, so really don't walk away from this. I think my walnuts are done. I'm starting to smell them, and what this is it brings out the natural oils of the nut, so it brings out the flavors a little bit more, and you'll be able to taste them more in your dish. My onions are looking good. I'm just going to sprinkle them down with a little bit of sea salt and let them go for a little while longer. I think my onions are done, and look at how delicious they look. They're softened and brown. Cannot wait to have this salad. And I think my Brussels sprouts are almost done too, so let me pull them out of the oven. Yep, they're done, and they browned up and they're nice and tender. And that's one of the things that you might want to try if you have a vegetable that you're not really too keen on, is try roasting them. Once you roast them, it really brings out the sweetness of the vegetable. Okay, let's move on to getting our dressing together. I start off by putting in some Dijon mustard into my little bowl right here. I'm going to add some white wine vinegar, dropping in some extra virgin olive oil, some black pepper, And I'm going to mix this around. So I gave it a little bit of a taste test, and I added just a little bit more agave nectar, and I think it's perfect. Now I'm going to start assembling the salad. I'm going to toss in my salad bowl some butter leaves, adding in my Brussels sprouts. In goes my caramelized sweet onions. I have to tell you, I have like a big smile on my face right now because I know this salad's gonna be good, and I'm so excited to taste it and to eat it. Now my toasted walnuts and my turkey bacon. Now I'm gonna drizzle a bit of the dressing down. And mix this all together. Okay, I think all the flavors are nicely incorporated together. It's time to get this on a plate and to taste test. The Brussels sprouts are nice and sweet and tender. Those onions pretty much melt in my mouth. And then you got the turkey, bacon, and the walnuts. And the crunch of those walnuts are really good. And then you have that delicious dressing that we made. It's tangy, it's sweet, it's salty, it's smoky. Everything together just blends together just so deliciously. I'm telling you guys, if you do not like Brussels sprouts or you don't really care for it, just try them like this, or just try them in a different way. I'm betting you're gonna like them because this is probably the vegetable that I hated the most as a kid. Wait. Yeah, probably hated the most as a kid, and now they're so good. So there we go. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and post them below. The pictures, nutritional facts, and the full recipe will be on my blog spot, which I'll post the link to below. And until next time, enjoy.